Hello, and welcome to another episode of In Just 1 Minute or So. Today we're going to talk about OKRs versus SMART goals. What is the difference? Let's jump in. Objectives and key results, OKRs, and SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, are two methods of defining goals or objectives for an organization, a project, or individual. And since 1980s, the SMART goals have provided a structure framework for targeting efforts and achieving goals. But in recent years, many startups and multinational enterprises have adopted the OKRs, which centers on bigger picture aims. SMART goals are comparable to the key results part of OKRs. But how these two methodologies differ and how do they work together? Let's see that. Both the SMART goals and OKRs date back to Peter Drucker's theory of management by objectives, MBO. And despite some differences, both OKRs and SMART goals offer a method for creating precise goals that are realistic and time-bound. Both OKRs and SMART goals can align corporate and team goals for businesses, nonprofits, and individuals. Just as the SMART goals require a specific justification for the effort, OKRs ask you to define the why behind your objective. In essence, key results are SMART goals. In OKRs, the objectives provide general inspirational aims, while the key results detail the time-based metrics by which you gauge success. So OKRs are typically both less specific and more aspirational than SMART goals. And as such, they often encourage the journey towards cultural change or a breakthrough development. We have to remember that key results aren't just about achieving a self-contained goal. Therefore, OKRs may also more accurately indicate the organization-wide success and progress. And by having a more generalized, agile objectives, you can change key results as necessary to take advantage of changing circumstances. And besides, because employees review them quarterly, OKRs provide a great way to adjust goals throughout the year as managers observe how the team works. Now, in contrast, SMART goals tend to measure a single metric, such as profitability or quality, and these goals focus and track discrete individual efforts but can still move a business or an individual forward. Now, SMART goals are also frequently tied to compensation, whereas compensation is gauged separately from OKR's achievement to encourage experimentation or a useful fail. And so because SMART goals must be attainable, some users believe that goals can develop into a to-do list of results rather than providing a breakthrough development for an organization. And by focusing on tasks or personal growth, SMART goals can risk becoming disconnected from the strategic picture. When goals are tied to performance reviews, bonuses, or compensation, employees can fall into the trap of sandbagging or creating easily achieved tasks. Now, organizations tend to set SMART goals annually, although some do this quarterly, and the OKRs on a quarterly or monthly cycle, which makes them more agile than the SMART goals. And because of the extended cadence, SMART goals may be less flexible than OKRs in responding to the market or outside factors. And the SMART goals may take longer to set up than OKRs because they are often more rigorously cascaded throughout the organization. Alright, and that's all for today. Thank you for joining. In the next episode, we're going to talk about when to use OKRs and when to use SMART goals. See you then!